Poland's invasion. In addition to Germany and Poland, the United Kingdom and France entered the war on September 1st, 1939, when the Germans invaded Poland. In addition to military preparations, German preparations for the invasion began months in advance of the attack and included strong propaganda and other measures to defend German aggression against Poland. Operation Himmler, sometimes referred to as Operation Canned Goods, was a false flag operation that was carried out to give the impression that Poland was attacking Germany. The Gliwice incident on August 31st, 1939, was the operation's most well-known event. To make it appear as though Poles had attacked a radio station in Gliwice, the Germans staged an attack on it. The station then broadcasts a phony call for Poles throughout Germany to rise against Hitler. The Germans used this occurrence, along with other such fabricated events, as justification for attacking Poland. The Poles had postponed the mobilization of their soldiers due to pressure from their British and French allies, in contrast to the Germans, who had already dispersed their men along the Polish border prior to the offensive. They thought that mobilization would simply enrage Hitler and provide him with an excuse to break the peace in Europe. As a result, when the Germans invaded on September 1st, the Polish forces were unable to muster all of their troops. Fall Weiss, also known as Case White, was the German plan to invade Poland from three different angles: from the north, from Prussia and northeastern Germany, from the south, from the border of the puppet state of Slovakia, and the west from East Germany. The orders were for the North and South Army groupings to assemble close to Warsaw and envelop the Polish troops. Two-thirds of the German troops, nearly all panzer divisions, and over 2,000 aircraft participated in the invasion. The remaining units were left on Germany's western border in case the French launched an offensive. The Germans wanted to complete the invasion as soon as possible so that the French and British soldiers would not have time to organize, since they expected that once Poland was attacked, they would join the war. Early on September 1st, a German battleship visiting the Polish port of Danzig opened fire, sparking the start of the invasion. Since this area was the industrial center of Poland, the Polish defense, known as Plan West, was expected to secure the whole border with Germany and Slovakia. This was a major error because the majority of the forces were unable to keep up with the German panzer troops' rapid moves, which resulted in their encirclement. German air and ground forces launched fierce attacks in the early days of the invasion. Despite a valiant effort by the Polish pilots, the Luftwaffe rapidly seized air superiority. After the initial days of fighting, Polish infantry were compelled to leave their defensive positions due to the fierce attacks by German panzer troops. Without any real backing, France and the United Kingdom declared war on Germany on September 3rd. The German forces employed the Blitzkrieg strategy, which is a rapid combined arms assault that encircles and overwhelms the opposition. A key aspect of the campaign that Poland was unable to counter was the Germans' numerical and technological advantage. At the Battle of Zura, which took place close to Warsaw, the Polish army did attempt to retaliate against the German soldiers. The strikes by the Luftwaffe and panzer units decimated the Polish forces over the 10 days of the conflict, which took place from September 9th to September 18th. The whole western region of Poland was subjugated during the 2 weeks of the invasion. The Polish command chose to withdraw its forces to the southeast region of the country, where there was a steep terrain appropriate for planning a proper resistance, as there was no way to gain any sort of tactical advantage. The possibility to leave the country was also provided by the proximity of the Romanian border. To delay the assault and allow for a French and British reaction on the west, the Polish strategy was to build a strong defense. But French and British assistance would never materialize. Only a brief, ineffective conflict was fought by the French in the Saarland, when the Soviet Union abruptly broke a non-aggression pact with Poland on September 17th and attacked it under the guise of defending the Belarusian and Ukrainian populations. The Polish intentions were in vain. The infamous Molotov-Ribbentrop non-aggression deal, which was signed on August 23, 1939, prearranged the Soviet invasion of Poland with Germany. This agreement foresaw a joint invasion of Poland and subsequent partition, in addition to amicable conduct between the two nations. The Polish army realized they couldn't fight the enemy on two fronts when 800,000 Red Army men invaded Poland. The Poles persisted in opposing the German forces, such as during the Battle of Tomaszow Lubelski, but their efforts were in vain. Everywhere Polish units were surrounded, Polish cities were no exception. After 16 days of fighting, Warsaw, the capital of Poland, gave up on September 27. The Battle of Kock ended on October 6, when the final Polish regiment submitted. Poland lost because its allies abandoned it, and it faced more strong and numerous opponents on two fronts. The Second Republic of Poland came to an end when Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union split its territory after it was defeated. The Polish War provided the German forces with priceless lessons for their subsequent operations, which ultimately resulted in the conquest of Europe. What remained of the Polish military fought alongside the British forces until the end of the war, despite being defeated on the battlefield. We sincerely appreciate your support of the Echoes of the Past YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Echoes of the Past if you like our work, so that we can continue to provide you with interesting and educational history video. For further historical videos, check out our channel. We truly value your support.